everyone, and welcome once again to the channel. Today we have another Force of Will sort of a match. We have me, which I'm playing Snow White on the right, and one of my friends is playing Grimm and Puss in Boots on the left. He goes first, goes for the All for One, however it's called. Search for the Richelieu and the Athos. I don't know how it's called in English. Yeah, whatever. You'll see I'm playing Snow White. I'm playing her with Lumia, as I like to gain some life before doing the roulette. Also, Lumia gets me access to the Guardian Beast, the Bensound. So yeah, in my turn I get to Coldstone. I get the Grimstone. And I do Snow White Judgment turn 1. I thought I was in an okay position with doing Judgment turn 1. I have the coin in case I would like to kill something, but I didn't remember the All for One gives barrier to all the Muskeeters. So yeah, my opponent on his turn calls a stone. Gets also the Grimstone, Green Cluster Stone, searches for a little red true stone and puts it on top. Then he plays Ryoma. We were kinda new to these decks, so excuse us if we made some bad plays or if we take our time doing our plays. So yeah, he plays for 1 because the Ryoma. Ryoma is a really old card from, I think it's how is it called? Bingolf 1, and this is the reprint with the new art. And for 2 because it's really bad, but for 1 because it's like kind of decent. So on my turn, I get to call a stone, search for the True Magic Stone, the Almeris, and put it on top, then pay 1 and play the Crimson Moon. I play the Crimson Moons in this deck just to get just to protect the rulers. I have forgotten the name of the keyword. And also I have Roamer, and I have the Fairy Tale I'm playing to deal with additions. So yeah, I play for free the Fairy Tale just to pop the All for One. My opponent Richelieu's in response. And yeah, he goes to... So I cannot swing this turn with the Snow White, which is a 15-15 right now. So yeah, you see I already have the Guardian Beast RFG in case I need it. Next turn is easy to... Okay, so I do not get the Guardian Beast anymore as I play the Aslan, just to have something on board. Also to get full value of the next turn when I Judgment Lumia. I want to get the full 3 cards RFG face down. And then I pop my own Guardian Beast. I could have popped the Richelieu, but it gets him 1 draw. So yeah, it's a bit bad. So I get to search for a couple of poison apples, return my bad apple to the hand, did not turn. I'm just gathering resources so I could have an upper roulette that goes really hard. My opponent just calls a stone, and here he was deciding what to call with this little red goes green wind, as all the Musketeers except for Ryoma are wind. So yeah, also he has Ryoma and he has Grimm, so it doesn't matter too much the color it produces. So yeah, he taps it, goes for the search with the Grimm, discarding the regalia. Regalia gets put on the field. The Grimm regalia, it's really strong. It gives you a lot of life. You'll see later. You just play one Dark Alice and then you get 1000 life points. If you have one in hand, or if you have two, you get 2000. It's really good. It's really difficult to kill Grimm when he has those regalias in play. Then, yeah, here he was thinking what to do. I think, yeah, here we were talking the life. One problem I have while editing this video, and yeah, with talking the life, is with all the new Grimm stone, with the traumatic stones, the moonshades and such. It's a little bit of a bother to keep the track of all the little payments of life. So here my opponent plays one. Yeah, he should have paid to play the Athos or the Porthos. I think it is the one that is the Aramis, the one that produces Will, and then he plays the Seherthat, the one that with Awakening it searches a 1 cost resonator and a West Coast edition. I didn't remember All for One was a 1 cost edition, so I have in hand the Kilowatt Fossil Girl in the City. I should have stopped that enter ability, but I thought, well, maybe he goes for the new Grimm edition with the 1 cost edition that whenever Fairy Tail is destroyed, he gets one counter and then plays the Total Fairy Tail for free, removing counters. But yeah, right now also I'm not sure if he has enough Fairy Tails for them to get Eternal with an event. So I tried to pop the addition before that. Turns out he already had enough. So yeah, it's not a good play. We were counting and we have like, you're at 9, so I tried to do it before the Alice is on play on the field. But then he just chases with another Alice, and yeah, turns out it wasn't even needed because I didn't remember about the Milady. Milady is also Fairy Tail, and at this point I'm really fucked up. He's about to gain 2000 life points with the Bold Dark Alice's effect. Has a bunch of resonators on play. All of them gain Eternal, so it's almost impossible for me to see a life at this point. I do not have the Guardian Beast of the Light Palace in hand. Yeah. At this point, I just concede. He does his turn. I don't know if I've conceded after seeing my draw. I could have gone for the Lumia Judgment and see if I have the Guardian Beast on the RFG, but that would have been just winning time. He's at 48,000. I 4,800, and it would have been very difficult for me. So yeah, we go for game 2. Yeah, I get to start. I get to Cobblestone with the Snow White, and for 1 cost I play the Taji. At first I wasn't playing Taji in this build, but then I saw some decklists online that play Taji, and I thought it's amazing. Also, you see that the dragon I'm playing is a Starfall. Starfall is even cost, which is important. And also, in case you're playing more like a control style, if you have your will up, you just play the additions for free. Well, not for free, with the unused mana, unused will. and then once you have the Apple Roulette, you can pop them for free value. So on my I yeah, so his turn I use the effect, go to discard one, and I get to search one poison apple. I should have done it on my turn. I didn't remember that bad apple only gets to return during my end step, not my opponent's. So I should have waited maybe before recovery or whatever to do it on my turn, so I get that bad apple on my hand. But yeah, we learn from our mistakes. My opponent has dealt for one. And I play for one cost with the Moonshade, not paying life. With the Moon Will. Search again for the Fatal Whisper, how it's called, of Crimson Moon. Whisper of the Crimson Moon? Spirit of the Crimson Moon? I know it's a fairy tale, it's just like a will-o-wisp, something like that. So I can get rid of the deal for one whenever I need it. Then I get to Judgment early. Right now I don't have will to use the effect of Snow White, but well, in the next zone I could go for the pop of deal for one and then kill whatever resonator he plays. My opponent that searches on my turn using the will coin and places the regalia gets to search for the little red again, pushing the top, and yeah. This Muskeeters is an awkward deck because it was so menacing before the Richelieu errata, but right now it's still kind of decent. It can do a lot of things and it goes really hard. It's not as good, but I expected it to be less potent, less powerful with the errata, and it's still really good. You have the one cost Ryoma. It could be useful if you play the Tinkerbell, which is a fairy tale, and you're playing Grimm, so he plays it. So you can go 2 cost, 1 for Ryoma, 1 for the Tinkerbell effect, and just blow everything on the opponent's field. Really strong play in case anything goes bad. The Ryoma for 1 cost, it's kind of okay, it fixes your will problems. So yeah. Also you can run, how is it called? The Lapis Regalia that produces 1 moon only for activated abilities, which Ryoma turns into anything, so you can, it's just on free will every turn. If in case you need a ramp, then he goes for the Aramis, I think it is. I just don't remember which one is one. I know Athos is the one that gets the addition, and there's Aramis and there's Porthos. I think Porthos is the Pierce one and Aramis is the one that precious will, but I tend to mix them up. I haven't played too much against his deck. It was like the second time I was playing against him with his deck, so yeah. My opponent searches for things and plays the ritual on my field and has the Athos with the melee, and then he plays another 0-for-1. So right now, just my Lumia hand is kind of dead. My plan to blow his 0-for-1 is also not good and not feasible right now. So yeah, and my Snow White is not much useful. But yeah, so I pivot in another direction right now. I Cold Stone with the Lumia. We get another True Magic Stone Searcher, whatever it's called. Then place the Almerius on top. So next turn I have the Lumia Judgment available. Play for free, removing the Lumia, display Lumia, the spirit, Efectos spirits of Crimson, and destroy his regalia. He's at 2400, so it's easy for me to burn him to death if I get to enough poison apples in grave. So yeah, I pop the Will-O-Wisp before it's enter or becoming RFG comes up. So I get to search for three, I think three poison apples. I don't know if I have. I think I have engraved the bad apple. So at the end of turn, it will be back to my hand. And I have three, I have three poison apples right now engraved, including the bad apple, I think. So I could have waited, but I tried to use the roulette for removal. It's the only way I could remove his sulfur once. So I get the three back to the deck, and I thought, yeah, a couple of apples and those go away. It should be easy. Odd cost, but it's an apple. Even cost, an apple, and an odd cost again. I have like 24 even cost cards in the deck and 16 odd cost. But yeah, a bit unlucky, but yeah, whatever. At least I get to pop both his all for one. Then that gets me to be able to pop his Athos. And here we remember the trigger from the milady. He draws one card and he loses the 500 life, which goes in my favor right now. I think I'm in a good spot right now, just one apple roulette away from winning. But I don't have apple roulette in my hand because I have used the one I have it just to get rid of his board. Then yeah, I needed to search for that. Then my opponent goes for the Regalia search with the Grimm effect. The Regalia gets put onto the field, and he searches for the Tinkerbell. Yeah. Tinkerbell is a really good card. It's not used enough. It's used in some decks, I think. Grimm can use it. I have Tinkerbell in my Dark Tree list. I think also Pandora, because Pandora can use Tinkerbell. And she has the 1 cost ability, plays out Pandora on the field. And Pandora is 2 cost. So you get to instant with quick cast. They play Pandora, quick cast, use the ability and destroy the field. 1 cost, Ryoma, and then yeah, he was debating what to do, but I think it's the right call. Just he needs to pay a little bit of life, which is bad because he's kind of low, but yeah, he destroys all my stuff. So at least the Snow White was imperishable. That was a word I have forgotten a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, back to the drawing board. Here you see some plays that could be questionable. On my turn, he just swings with he has no will left. He has the Regalia will left, but it's risky because I'm tapped. But yeah, it's 1000 life. It's risky. If he plays one Dark Alice, he goes even, so not that bad. But it's risky to use the Regalia right now. So he swings with both his dudes. I get to 2100. I'm low myself. That's a bit worrying in case I use the, the apple roulette. I'm 5 odd apples or odd cards from losing. Well, 4 because I need to pay life to activate the to generate will, to produce will. So yeah, he goes for the Dark Alice. That breaks even in life points. This discards the new Grimm addition and the one that gets counters and puts it into the field. And it has another thing which I have not seen. On my turn, right now I was digging for the roulette, I think. So yeah, I played the Daji. Within hindsight, it's not the best play because Daji also does damage equal to the opponent's gained life this turn. So I could have waited because I know I only run 2 dragons. So even if I draw under Daji right now, I cannot use her effect. Yeah. And then I Judgment Lumia, and I remember I have RFG, the other Lumia, the split one. And I was like, fuck. I need to get to the upper roulette, and I don't have it. I have one Rammer in hand, which could be useful. It's a bunch of life, but yeah. Then I play the Lumia, gain back the life I have paid, draw 1 card, and I think that's the upper roulette I was digging for. But right now I need a bad apple because I don't have too much. I don't think I. Oh no, yeah, I don't have the apple roulette, but yeah, I draw. It's in the RFG, so it's just one turn away. And I have it. Then I play the Aslan just to get some values, some blockers, and I RFG the cards face down, but we solve it in a moment. I didn't remember it was face up. Yeah, so my opponent's turn is at 800 life. And it's a bit worrying, especially with the stones that force him to pay life. But I'm not tapped. I have 1 will left, but I do not have the Daji available, the Daji effect, because both my Starfalls are in grave. I used my Daji on my turn just to thin the deck and search for the roulette and the bad apple, and also if possible for the guardian beast. Then I use Daji's effect, draw this card, use the sub-ruler effect to add a bunch of poison apples to my hand. I think right now that's all the poison apples on my deck and in my hand, on my graveyard in my hand. That's the 10 of them between my graveyard and hand. I have a lot of hand. I have 4 poison apples. I think I have a bad apple in the hand. I have the upper roulette in the RFG. Then I use the effect to use the rammer, so he loses life. And what has happened right here? He should have won. Yeah, yes, he loses life because of the rammer, but gains life because of the regalia. So he is 100. He's at 9,000, 900. Sorry for my mistakes. And then was how the camera died. So what happened was, I'll tell you. He placed another Crimson Moon Fairy Tail, placed a Dark Alice, so he would have lost life because of the rammer, but he gains life because of the 2. So he gets to 32. Not bad. That was before. I don't know exactly how much he gains. So I have the bad apple. Then I discard a bunch of cards, but I needed to play the upper roulette from RFG, and I was searching for the Guardian Beast, which I played 2 of them. And I used the bad apple, discard 4 cards, draw 4 cards. There's no Guardian Beast. I use the Killua just to draw 1 card. There's no Guardian Beast. I have 2 will left. I use the Lumia to gain life and draw another one. And there's finally the Guardian Beast. So I play for free the Guardian Beast, Apple Roulette. 3 cards were in my deck, only 3 cards, and 2 of them were Guardian Beast. So I just use the Apple Roulette and just burn him to death. And there's no third game because my phone died. So I hope to have liked it. I'll try to make more Morpho videos and bring more Morpho videos and more Digimon ones I'm playing and planning to bring. So I'll see you on the next one. Have a good time.